watching a whole just wall of rain heading towards us. Oh boy. Oh, I just saw a massive lightning flash. Okay, so currently we are on highway number 1 again. We're going through a whole bunch of hilly areas, so the connection isn't very good. Now, as we get closer to Medicine Hat, that's probably going to change, since Medicine Hat is actually like a big city. So there should be better cellular service around there, hypothetically. But right now, I'm actually tracking a decently large oh, there's cops up here. Yeah, so right now, folks, we are just near the Saskatchewan and Alberta border. We're gonna have to actually slow down to 60 here, just because there's something going on up here. Yeah, there's a big storm coming, folks. Very big, and the supercell right now that's tracking towards us is actually getting very large. And not only that, there's also a lot of convection like around in this area. It's not super organized, but it also is not disorganized. So later today, as the wind shear increases like it's forecasted to, we could get some pretty intense storms. I also know that right now there's a mesoscale discussion, and there's rumors that there being a severe thunderstorm watch being issued by the National Weather Service in extreme northern Montana, and the storms up here are actually going to be larger. So folks, we have a big event on the way. Yeah, so right now you can kind of see on the left side of the screen. Oh, what's this guy doing now? You can see on the left side of the screen, folks, there is a lot of dark clouds, which you are correct. Those are dark clouds. That's actually our thunderstorm. I've seen quite a few lightning flashes recently. I'm actually starting to get some rain right here, so in the front of it. And yes, so right now our target is Medicine Hat. We're actually going, once you get to Medicine Hat, we're going to actually start headed south. So we're going to head south of Medicine Hat after that. And then we're going to try and intercept the... Whoa! Okay, that was a really close flash right there, folks. That was very close. We might be able to hear that thunder, actually. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, folks, we have a very large storm developing. And yeah, so we are moving to intercept it right now. She's back me the rain, though. Thanks. Check the radar, and we're gonna see what we got on there. Yeah, now we're starting to get a little bit of rain here. Oh boy, folks, we got a big storm. I'm praying that this here stream is actually going to stay connected this time. We have not had the greatest luck with these streams. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take Highway 41. So I do have to actually set my directions there, Highway 41. So I do want to be able to get there. So Highway 41, 40 kilometers. We're not that far from it. Never mind. Elkwater. That's our target right now, folks. If you search on Google Maps Elkwater, that is where we're going. Man. Now we are, so right now we actually are under a severe thunderstorm watch for these particular storms that are developing right here. There's lots of lightning, lots of big flashes. Wow, yeah, this is a strong storm, folks. Yes, this actually is, it's actually kind of more of a southwesterly flow. There's a very odd weather setup right now. So there is a there's a very strong low pressure center that's centered kind of over central Saskatchewan right now, kind of right near the border between Alberta and Saskatchewan. But then there's another low pressure center that's to the south of that one. But so that basically makes a very long trough. So there's a long trough draped across pretty much the entire northern prairies right now, and it's slowly tracking across our area. So it's going to be sparking these storms and giving the wind shear for these storms to become tornadic. So yeah, we got some big storms. It's a very odd weather setup. A very different setup than we're used to on the prairies, but that does not mean that there's going to be smaller storms. There still is a very good risk of storms. Now, right now we're actually going through like some areas that are like down, in spots, so we're gonna get some pretty spotty service. However, it should be getting better here in the next few minutes, just because we're heading up. It's kind of starting to level out. Oh boy, and I can actually see a wall cloud. Folks, this is starting to get decently intense. So, yeah. So what I'm actually going to do this time is I'm going to screen record this entire thing. That way, just in case it keeps on being all choppy, I'm going to still have the screen recorded stuff. Oh boy, yeah, we actually could have a tornado developing right now, folks. Once we get on Highway 41, we'll turn on the emergency lights. Now, I'm actually on a much higher. I want to change it because 1080p pixels, like 1080, is much too high right now. That's why we're getting it so choppy. So I want to see if I can actually change that rate while I'm doing this. So we can change that. 720. Save and update. There we go. I just learned how to do that, folks. But yeah, folks, this is a pretty intense storm. Yeah, I've definitely got a visual on some areas which could possibly be rotation. So this is intensifying, and it is getting pretty intense. Oh man, actually we're not that far from that cell. Yeah, I actually do know that right now. It's quite unfortunate. On the positive note, I actually did just change the settings, so once that ends up updating, it should change it. Like right now we're still at the higher, so it's actually still uploading the videos. Still not. I think it's still trying to switch over right now. I'm actually thinking about next year getting Skynet. So that's the thing that Reed Timmer actually has, and he uses it to does his chase. And I want to use it because it is way better. It's directly from satellite, and it's like perfect. Also, yeah, Meadow Lake area, actually, you guys are getting that. So the second low pressure center is basically just to the south of it. So Meadow Lake might actually get some brief supercells, but likely not a huge tornado threat, luckily. Yeah, we're still on higher amounts of pixels now. We should be changing pretty quick, and it should get better. I just want to double check. I'm going to edit this. So I can change it down to the byte rate. Change that down. We're gonna, unfortunately, folks, it is going to be less quality right now, just so I can actually get this thing working. Now I'm gonna check radar because I'm storm chasing. Oh, I'm storm chasing right now, and I gotta focus on that. Oh my goodness, yeah, I'm watching this new cell coming in. Holy moly. But yeah, we've got some pretty intense storms here, folks. Now this storm right here is going very close to the radar. So it could actually be extremely large. And we're coming into it right, as of like right now, like we're not even in Alberta yet.